Hey, Klara here. Preparing to go live. You see me, but I'm not really live, right? That's how I always do it. So just stay with me a moment longer while I'm in my secret space preparing stuff. It's always very intimate, right? To be together before the big moments. That's me. Share. Already somebody watching. It's not doing anything yet, but I'm about to start. Need to do one more thing here, and I always have to do this after I start, right? One day everything will change. We'll be perfect from the start, mumbling here. Yeah. Yay. There we go. If my computer breaks down, you know, it is doing that all the time lately, I will come back. Don't worry. So Klara, Adalena here. Ta-ta-tam. Dating, love, making it all work. The more I go into dating, the more I love it. I keep saying it. Because it's the place where we bring all our spiritual development, where we actually bring it into practice. Rather, where we discover we're not bringing it into practice. That's the humor of life, right? We all want to be these evolved spiritual beings. And then we go dating and we're like, oh my God, I show up like a fool. If that's you, please laugh with me. Give me a hello. Good to see many of you here. Dating can be awesome. Dating is awesome. Dating is the place where you bring your spiritual practice into practice, right? Where it's real. Here is the man. He's touching your heart. He's touching your pelvis. You're feeling excited. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to grasp back on all those old survival strategies? Probably yes. Is it going to work? No. Quite simple, really. Give me a hello, everybody. Seeing so many people, I don't know who you are. Part of my old survival strategies, I want to know who's in the room. So we are going to look really into that today. How does dating help you to actually show up as that spiritual evolved being that you are? You have not been doing all this work on yourself for nothing, right? How are you going to actually bring that up? Well, that has to do with what are your priorities. Hey, Joe. You. It was beautiful this morning, wasn't it? Good to see you again here. So the top 3 things to keep an eye on is, first of all, to really be aware of, am I showing up as my best version? Now, it seems so obvious, right? Duh. But actually what we start doing is quite the opposite. We think, do I fit in? Does my dress look good? Does my hair look good? Oh shit, it doesn't. And then we feel bad. Is that the best version of you? Is that what you've been doing all your spiritual work for? No, right? Well, yes, because we're doing this work to understand that when the energies are strong and we feel it's important to us, we easily get seduced by all behavior. And then there is an opportunity. Will I be aware of it? Will I allow myself to be aware of it? Will I allow enough time, space on the date to become aware of these things? There is this beautiful song, it's in Dutch, but I quote it often. En I'll translate it for you. Na de eerste schrik van het weerzien, schrik ik van de onzin die ik heb gezegd. Herman van Veen, one of our famous Dutch singers. Na de schrik van het weerzien, schrik ik van de onzin die ik heb gezegd. After the shock of seeing each other again, I am shocked by the nonsense that I said. There is so much wisdom in here. It's a shock to recognize the possibility, the potential. And in that shock, we are not aware. And once the shock is going, I become aware. And I am in shock about what I have been saying, the nonsense of it. What Herman van Veen is describing here is a process. And he is not mentioning, but suggesting, implying, there is a space for him to become conscious of this. Sometimes when we have these meetings, like at a sick bed, somebody's sick in bed and we just sit next to them quietly. Do you know how intimate that can be? One of the reasons is because there is space, there is silence. And in that silence, we have an opportunity to reflect. What did I do? Oh my God. And we have an opportunity to correct. So time is an important priority in your dating. And I don't mean the time like I want a man now. Yeah, keep an eye on that too. Don't wait until it's all too stressful. But what I really mean is during the date, before the date, after the date, give yourself some time. Because it's subtle, yet it's huge powers moving through you. And I love that. I shine when I speak about it. But it asks, my God, what's going on? And once you start allowing that time factor, the whole date changes. If you have a problem that your dates are boring, this is the best thing you can do. Hey, Anna, good to see you too. One of the best things to create that time for yourself. Because in that time, you start to reflect and all that inner development work, it becomes available to you. And you can actually start showing up more aligned, less in your ego, more from your being. And that's, of course, when the magic happens. So if you find your dates are boring, that's a high chance you're in your ego. Simple. Egos are pretty boring, right? And we always judge our man. He's in his ego. It's so boring. Young, macho, baby. Yeah, we are too. We're all humans. And we as women, especially they too, but somebody else may tell them, we as women have that power to shift that simply by allowing time. That should be your top priority. Create time. Because in the time, the natural mechanism to want to really connect has time to just become active. And that ego just gives some space. So that's one priority in dating. For the latecomers, Klara, Adalena here, your 3 top priorities in dating, helping to prevent boring dates and to help you access all your spiritual development on those dates. Second thing, to keep your eye on what is important. Is it the right thing? Is it really, am I not going to end up with a guy who is actually terrible? Second thing is integrity. Is he in integrity? Am I in integrity? It's connected to the other one, right? But it's a bit of a different angle to it. It's all connected. It's all you and him and love, right? Well, a lot of other stuff too. But it's all connected. So with integrity, it's really about, am I saying what I'm feeling? Am I doing what I'm saying? And I laugh because it's so obvious, but nobody does it. Don't be ashamed if you don't. We all sit there thinking like, what does he look like? We'll know what kind of parents he has. What would his job be? What actually, why didn't he work with his last girlfriend? We sit thinking that all those things, that's where our thoughts are. Do we act according to it? No. We just start acting as we think that a date should be happening, which is usually sharing life stories or something nonsensical like that. Somebody must have invented that one day, and since then everybody's doing it. It's so funny because it's so not what a date is about. And it's not about whether you have the right color lipstick on either, or whether you put your glasses on, or whether you had time to put your contacts in. It's about integrity. What am I feeling? And am I saying that? What am I saying? And am I acting accordingly? And once you do that, things shift so quickly. Maybe he comes in and you're like, oh my God, how do I get out of here? Now just imagine how it would be if you would just say that. He comes in and you're like, oh my God, you're coming here. And all I'm thinking is, how can I get away? And I just want to share with you that that's what's going on, and I don't know what to do with this. Real, right? Raw, real integrity, first moment. No chance of this becoming a boring date. He might get angry. Okay, then you can ask him, what makes you angry about that? This is what I feel. Do you want me to play a game? No, I don't want you. But why do you just want to go away when I come in? Well, I don't know. But I'd love to find out. Are you up to finding that out with me? What's actually going on here? Oh, that's all nonsense. I don't want this. Well, okay, well, let's part ways then. Saved you a lot of time. Or, actually, I've had more women who didn't quite say that, but I kind of thought, are they feeling that? So if you're wanting to explore that with me, I'd actually love that, right? If he shows up like that, then you're in business, then you have a date, then there is actual connection, there is something going on. And it will have both of you on the edge of your seat, and you will get to have a real experience of who he is. And he will get to have a real experience of who you are. And that's a gift to both of you, and you will leave that date fulfilled. And maybe after that date, you're like, this tastes like more. And then you text that to him. Or maybe you're like, it was fun doing it, but it's not really a man I want to spend another day with. Good, text him that. Right? Integrity. Integrity, it's simple, but not easy. Everything in life, right? It's simple, but not easy. It's beautiful, though. It's so rewarding. Anna, it's awesome to have you here because I know you practiced with it so deeply and see where you are now. And I don't want to use your story everywhere, right? But I do want to honor that. And the third thing about top priority in dating, and again, I know this is so unusual, right? This is unlike what you hear anything else, but tell me this works for the women who work with me. Third thing is the feminine. Are you in your feminine? Are you connected to your feminine essence? Dating is attraction. It's about man, woman, but it's just as much about manifesting what I want. Nobody gets that part. It's so funny. We know so much about manifestation. I spoke a lot about this on Tuesday. If you want to know more about it, listen to my Tuesday call. It's in the group, The Art of a Relationship You Love. And by the way, if you have questions, I always forget that, but just type them, right? I'm here to answer questions. So, dating is manifestation. It's these two things. And everybody leaves out the manifestation part. But manifestation works from our sacred source, the law of attraction. What is in alignment with our source, we will manifest. When we're not in alignment with our source, what do we manifest? Confusion. So if you're seeing confusion in your dating life, what does it tell you? Might be time to align a bit more with my feminine essence. Now, in dating, it's so important that your essence is not neutral. It has a gender. And that's not always easy, right? It's more easy to speak about, oh, my essence, my feminine essence. Suddenly it becomes very close, very vulnerable. Yeah, that's what dating does to us. And can we really access that when we are with a stranger? You can. We learn, I teach techniques to do that. One of them is creating a temple around yourself. So there is a safe space for you to really connect to your goddess. But it is essential that the feminine is there. Because without the feminine, it's just friends, right? So many women say that, it's just friends all the time. I'm fine with friends, with colleagues. But how do I make it a date? Well, priority number 3, your feminine essence. The feminine essence, I've just been writing for an hour about it. It's so beautiful and inspiring, really. Because your feminine essence is what truly is what the man lacks. It's a connection to the sacred in a way that the man cannot make himself. So nothing is more exciting for a man than to have you in your feminine essence. Actually, most women find it very exciting too to see another woman or themselves in their feminine essence. It's like when the women really start to radiate and like they light up the whole room and you just want to sit next to them. Know that? That's what I'm talking about. And it's not a hormonal thing. It's not a trick. It's not about how you move your pelvis. Well, it can help, but it's deeper. We have meditations to actually unleash your feminine essence. And once you get that, that light starts just radiating from you. Even when you're crying, it's bigger than that. And it's that what a man is really looking for. When he thinks of marrying, commitment, he thinks of, when I sit there in that house with a woman, will she light up my days? Will she light up my nights? Right? He's not asking what lipstick will she wear. He's not asking what will she talk about. Well, a bit, but much more he will be asking, will I feel that magic of life when I'm in her presence? Will those hours that I'm at home be the best hours of my day? Will my woman give me that? And there's only one way you can give him that, by accessing the best part of yourself, which is your essence, which is you, your unique you. So share something. What do you feel? What do you think when you hear that these are actually the top 3 priorities in dating? Maybe it's very unexpected to you, but what is going on? And if you have any questions about it, let me know too, right? I'm here to answer them now. Time, taking time, integrity, saying what you feel, doing what you say, and your feminine essence. When you've got those 3 going, be a whole new level of dating. I'm not seeing any questions, so maybe we're just going to complete in a minute or 2 then. Klara, Adalena here at the Love for Life Academy. Excited to be sharing this whole new perspectives on dating. Because so many of us are doing our inner development work, our spiritual work. And then, as I said at the beginning, we lose it in dating, which is so sad, really, because that should be the place where we truly, truly live it. And I'm just giving you the keys to actually start to do it And that way you attract the best of all man. You have the best of all lives while you're rocking your career still. So if this is what you want and you feel like, yeah, that's the level of dating I want to be doing, reach out. Nobody does this on her own. We all need support for this. That's what I'm here for. So reach out. Best way to do it is get on my calendar, klaraadalena.com/apply. And then we'll see, what wants to happen. klaraadalena.com/apply. So very excited to share this with you. And if questions come up later, you can also just ping them to me. Enjoy your dating, enjoy your life. Bring that spiritual awareness into your dating and everything will shift. Speak to you next time. Aloha.